Welcome back to First Moveable Guitar Chords. This book focuses on 8 movable chord shapes. We're on page 13 and we're mixing up our major and minor shapes in 2 songs, Molly Malone and All the Pretty Little Horses. You can watch all these videos for free, but it's going to be a lot easier to learn if you have your own copy of First Moveable Guitar Chords that you can read from and write in, plus you can help support a music teacher. So I'll leave a link in the description. At the top of page 13, we have Molly Malone. This does not have the numbers next to the chords, so we need to figure out where we want to play these chords, and we are going to have some options. So we're going to first find our root notes, then figure out what chords go with those root notes, and then play the song. We begin with a B flat major, so we need to find a B flat on either string 5 or string 6. If you're looking at a B flat on string 5, that'll be at the 1st fret, and on string 6, that'll be at the 6th fret. I tend to favor the middle of the fretboard when I'm playing movable chords, so we're going to use that B flat on the 6th string, 6th fret. Because that B flat has a root note on the 6th string, we play that 6th string major shape right there at the 6th fret. Now that we know our starting point, we want to try to find root notes close to that B flat. Right after that B flat, we have a G minor. There's a pretty close G minor at the 3rd fret on the 6th string as well. The other G would be up at the 8th fret on the 5th string. So let's go with that 3rd fret, G minor on the 6th string. That'll be our 6th string minor shape. So you just take that B flat major, move it down 3 frets, and then take away your 2nd finger. And there's your G minor. Our closest C to that G is on the same fret on the 5th string. The other one would be at the 8th fret. So there's a C minor. This root is going to be on the 5th string, so it's going to be a 5th string minor shape. And then we have an F major. Our closest F major to that C minor will be at the 1st fret. There's another F at the 8th fret, but since we're down in this area of the neck, let's go ahead and play that F at the 1st fret. That's on the 6th string, so it'll be the 6th string shape. Those 4 chords, B flat major, G minor, C minor, and F major, are the only 4 chords in the song. So once you've figured out where you want to play those first 4 chords, you're good to go. First though, I recommend cycling through those chords. So play your B flat major, G minor, C minor, and your F major. Just do that a few times to get used to the movement. I would like to talk about some other options for these chords. So let's go back to that B flat on the 6th fret of the 6th string and find the G minor at the 10th fret. That'll be on the 5th string, so we use our 5th string minor shape. Our closest C after that is at the 8th fret on the 6th string, and that'll be with the 6th string minor shape. And our closest F to that is also at the 8th fret on the 5th string, so that's our 5th string major shape, and then back to the B flat. So if you want to play it that way, go ahead and cycle through those chords. B flat, G minor, C minor, F, and just do it a couple times. And once you've figured out how you want to play the chords, play the song and play it as slowly as you need to. You can keep the pattern simple. This is more about finding chords than doing any kind of fancy or fast patterns. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. At the bottom of page 13, we have number 15, All the Pretty Little Horses. We're going to go through the same process here. We're going to find our root notes, figure out what chords go with those root notes, and then play the song. The first line, you can see there's a bunch of A minors, D minors, E minors. You could easily just play those as open chords, but this book is all about movable chords, so we're going to find a movable way to play these, starting with the A minor. We need to find an A on either the 5th or 6th string. There's an A at the 5th fret on the 6th string. There's another A at the 12th fret on the 5th string, so this one's a no-brainer as far as where you're going to start. That's going to be at the 5th fret. Now that you know where the starting point is, you want to play your other chords fairly close to that A minor on the fretboard. Next chord we need to find is D minor. There's a very close D. It's the same fret as your A. It's just on the 5th string at the 5th fret. Since that is on the 5th string, we're going to use our 5th string minor shape. After that, we have an E minor. E is always going to be 2 frets higher than D on the fretboard, so we can just take that same shape, move it up 2 frets to the 7th fret, and there's our E minor, and then we're back to A minor. First 2 lines, those are the only 3 chords, A minor, D minor, and E minor, so we're all set. Let's take a look at line 3. We have a couple options for the C major at the beginning of line 3. Our A minor is at the 5th fret on the 6th string. There's a pretty close C on the 3rd fret on the 5th string. So if you play that, that'll be at the 3rd fret and using your 5th string major shape for that. And then we have an F pretty close to that on the 1st fret of the 6th string, so that would be the 6th string major shape. Our other option for the C is to play at the 8th fret on the 6th string. Again, our A minor is on the 5th fret, so it's not too much of a move to get from that 5th fret to that 8th fret. Now if we play that C, that's on the 6th string for our root, so we play the 6th string major shape. And then we have an F very close to that, also at the 8th fret, using our 5th string major shape. You can play the C and the F any way you like. I would recommend the second option where you move up to the 8th fret because of this E minor in the 3rd measure of the 3rd line. The E minor is just going to be 1 fret lower than the F. So there's our F major, and there's our E minor at the 7th fret. Otherwise, you're going to have to jump from 1st fret F major to the 7th fret for your E minor. So I would use the 8th fret option, but again, you can do it any way you like. The rest of the chords in this song are chords we've already looked at in line 1 and 2, the A minor, the D minor, and the E minor. So first, I would go back to line 1 and cycle through those chords just to practice finding them. We have our A minor, D minor, E minor. Do that a few times. Train your fingers to find those shapes. And then from there, move to the C. I'm just jumping to the 3rd line now, just for practice. Go to the C major, F major, E minor, and back to the A minor. And maybe practice the 4th line as well, because we moved from an F to a D minor this time. So C major, F major, down to 5th fret for your D minor, and then to your A minor. Once you're comfortable finding and playing all those chords, go ahead and play through the song. Doesn't have to be fast, it just has to be steady, and you can use whatever pattern you like. The simpler the better. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Your assignment is to practice the songs on page 13 and continue memorizing those notes on the 5th and 6th strings until they become automatic. For that, you can look at the memory exercises on pages 6 and 10. And don't forget to order your own copy of First Moveable Guitar Chords that you can read from and write in. Take your time with this, and then when you're ready, I'll see you on page 14. We have 2 more songs that mix major and minor chord shapes.